guys, and welcome to another Disney Dreamlight video. And lately I've been working on my village and all that, and one of the new additions that I've gotten for it is this castle of a house. Look how big this house is. Yeah, for those that have never seen any of my Disney Dreamlight Valley videos, I will show you what the house used to look like. Okay, so you go to furniture and you just click on the house. And what you do, and this is so this is more or less a guide on how to, originally it was me just showing off the house, but we might as well make a guide as well, I guess. So this is how you swap your houses. It's the replace, and I was really worried to hit that key, because to me I was like, shit, am I deleting my house? But that is what you hit replace, and it does kind of suck that your house kind of like drags with your mouse when you do it, but you hit replace and there's all my current houses. To be honest, I can't remember what the original house is. I believe it's the yellow one. Yeah, was the original. But you can see that with this new update, you got all these different colors. The pink one's pretty nice. And yeah, they're all pretty nice. Purple. I'm definitely a fan of these three. Well, they consider that white, but like to me that's pink. To me, the color is the roof and door color. Pink, blue, and purple. The purple one's kind of odd with the green door attached to it, though. Yeah, and then this orange one has the purple door. Yeah, kind of weird. But anyway, that is, those you would have, free of charge pretty much. The castle house, I had shown it because I bought the castle house on stream. We're just gonna hit cancel. But the castle house cost moonstones. It's no longer in the menu because it's been like a week. But in here, another new thing with the update is the shop tab. And you can see there's a purple cottage in there. It just refreshed. But last week was the castle house. And it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was 3,500. So the houses are definitely a little pricier. I had tons of moonstone until I bought that castle house. So now I got, farm up some moonstone. The good part is the treasure chests are now like giving you 50 moonstone when they do give you some. They do seem to be a little more frequently. And then if you're in a rush, there is a store now. And so here's the moonstone store. You can, buy moonstone. The unfortunate part is if you have your eye on like the premium item out of the four, which will always be in the first spot, which my guess is it's always going to be the house, some sort of house design. The bad news is you're going to need like, I would say at least this 14, and then you'd still need a little extra, 500 on you at least to be able to purchase it. So yeah, this game could start costing you. I was really surprised with them putting in the store, to be honest, because the game's still in early access. Like, it's not even complete. Not all the characters are in here yet. Yeah, so I kind of figured they'd wait until the game is actually complete and then add the store. So it is kind of interesting. And you can see that at the bottom it says moonstones can only be used on the same platform where they were purchased. So if you do play on multiple platforms, definitely choose the one you like the best and do your spending there, because it is not cross-platform. As far as the other items, so far I have not been too impressed with the other items. They seem to be putting all their work into the house designs. I am basically going to skip this week as far as this setup goes. Purple is my favorite color. Well, one of them. I don't just have one favorite color, I guess. I do like a few. But purple does definitely rank up there. But I don't feel a need for the cottage, I'm sure at some point it'll roll back around if I decide to buy it. I just bought the castle and I am so happy with the castle. So, yeah, I think it's going to be tough for them to top the castle house. But if they do, I will spend the money. But at the moment, yeah, we're still good. I can just farm the moonstone. I don't feel a need to do any purchases yet. A part of me wants to have absolutely everything collected, and now that the store is there, yeah, I don't know if where's my collection? Yeah, because this the store could be included in this number here. And this number did go up like an extra 300 when the update showed up. But I think I'm okay with just like, buying as much shit as I can with the in-game currency, the free currency. And yeah, and then I'm just gonna only buy, things that I really like through the shop. Yeah. But I think slowly I have just started trying to program myself to not care as much about collection. Um, World of Warcraft really burnt me out when it came to collection stuff over the past, almost 20 years now. And one thing I've learned through that is that you're never 100% complete with a collection unless you start putting real money into the equation. And I think with that said, I just, I think with Disney, I just want to get the stuff that I really like, but I'm not gonna because like if I wanted all the collection, I'd be fucking buying this shit every week, every 6 days. This shit rotates out, and let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll say 7,000 roughly. How much would that cost us? That would be, we'll say 35. Roughly. That's a lot of money just to be collecting and finishing your completionist, Like, no way am I doing that. That is a lot of money. Way more than I even spend in WoW, to be perfectly honest. But I did get the castle. And to be honest, I was pretty happy to spend the moonstone on the castle because I haven't really, like, there was no need prior to the shop coming in. The star path was where you spent it, right? You could kind of see it in here. There's a star path here. And so you can kind of see it. Yeah. I opted out of spending this because the star path, one thing I've learned with the star path is that it always lasts roughly 2 months. You never have to do this. This was, you spend 800 moonstone to get like a bonus 100 currency to get all these items a little faster. Yeah, unless you don't plan on really playing the game much in 2 months, you really don't need to do that. I didn't, and I've just been casually doing the star path. And our rewards are first page is complete. Second is well, I could complete it right now. Oh, I do have that complete, okay. And this I could complete right now. We have 120. So let's just do it. And this is just from playing. Like you don't need like bonus currency. Do I want that bed? That bed looks sweet. I get all of it anyway, but it's just more you know, priority. Yeah. Yeah. Platinum. And got 50 left. Let's do, I guess we could do the boots or shoes, I mean. Daisy. Which I'm hoping they bring Daisy in at some point here. Okay, so as you can see, like, yeah. And this is the 4th page. There's only, like, technically 7 pages, but, like, 6 pages of items. I'll show you. So, you know, here's page 6 or 5. And there's Minnie. That's what we're aiming for. Get Platinum Minnie. Which I could have already had her, because how it works, I'm just doing it, you know, differently this time around. But how it works is if you're in a rush to get, like, Minnie and there's Mickey, all you need to do is just purchase 3. You don't have to complete it the way I am. I'm just doing it because I'll need to in the end anyway to get this. Which is a cheap way to get, like, 90 Moonstone. But you only really need to do 3. You buy 3, it opens up the next tab. You buy another 3, 3, 3, and then you could have Mickey and Minnie a lot faster that way. So yeah, those are the pages. There's the last page of stuff. You'll get the steamboat. And you know what? We might as well just turn this completely into, you know, what's going on in this patch. So this video started as a show off the house video and turned into a whatever type video. But I've been holding off Kristoff. So Kristoff has been fixed. For those that don't know, the last time they did a patch, they messed with Kristoff's goods, and you could barely get anything. It was like, you know, 3 to 5 for quantity. Now it's awesome. It is, you know, 10 to 20 for quantity. And then the coal you see at the top left there, you can just buy as much as you need. It stays there, so there's no cap on it. See some gold. So we can buy 10. 10. 10. 20. 20. That should be 20. And I don't buy coal because the first day of the patch, I was testing it out because I'm not used to it not vanishing off their little containers, right? So I bought a shit ton of stacks of coal, and then after a while, I was like, okay, this must not have a cap. So let's just say we never have to buy coal ever again as long as I'm playing this game. There is a lot of it, and I don't exactly, oh my god, inventory. I'm just gonna feed this guy while we're here. Feed the cute little fox. Ooh. Yep, new picture. Nice. Okay. And then there was, of course, 2 new characters. So we got Olaf. His little quest, like his storyline was pretty cute. Yeah, I liked it. He's trying to steal our Darkwood. I haven't been given anyone Darkwood because, well, I'll show you another new thing. So that was 1 of 2. Mirabelle was the second new character. So yeah. And both of their storylines were pretty good. Okay, so let's go back to the house, and I'm gonna show you another thing that got added. This was one of my most hyped ones. I think Kristoff definitely, I was hyped for his inventory to be upped. But this next one definitely was a hype moment for me. And that is these storage boxes. So the small one, well, for starters, they look different. They gave them a different look. So that's nice. And second, we have more than a small treasure chest now. We have, there's the medium here that takes iron, Dreamlight, and hardwood. And then there's also the large that takes gold, darkwood, and Dreamlight. I haven't made the large yet. I've made the medium. I gotta farm out this darkwood. Yeah. Something I don't typically farm a lot of, and now we need like 25 for each large treasure chest. But yeah, I was really hyped for this edition. It's definitely pricey on the Dreamlight, but I got lots of Dreamlight. So yeah, I think we're doing good for Dreamlight. See, this is the medium one that I made. Yeah. So very nice, very nice. And these are still the small ones. My plan is the mediums, at least until I can get, some stuff for large, because, because going back to this, that's just for one. I'm gonna need a shit ton of darkwood if I want to have many large treasure chests. So my plan is to make a bunch of the medium ones, and then I'm gonna get rid of those small ones. Yeah. And yeah, I can make 4 medium ones right now. So yeah, that's my goal. I hate to get rid of all my iron, but I do want extra room, and we get 4 rows here versus our 2. And then of course, I'm sure you can tell that the large one will be the full storage box, obviously. Yeah. So I was really happy about that one. And that's pretty much it. Whose castle is better? You know what would be cool is if I could have a little archway like that. I hope you're having fun in Dreamlight Valley if you are playing it. I know lots of you guys are, on the channel for my WoW. If you're feeling a need for a break, this is a really cute game. I highly suggest it. And it's got a lot of stuff that us WoW players really like. There's crafting, mining. You gather pets. I'll show you the collection here. I'm on my last pet that I need right now, so you'll probably see an upcoming video at some point when I get that last pet. But yeah, this guy, he's very specific. He shows up on Saturdays between 2 to 8 a.m. So yeah. Yeah. Lately, what I've been doing is I've been extending the Friday night streams, and then I just try to stay up till at least 2. And which used to never be a problem, but now I'm on a good schedule, so it's amazing if I'm not passing out before midnight, But yeah, that's what I do. I extend the Friday night streams, and then I quickly attempt at him before I, log out and go to bed. But yeah, definitely some pet gathering. And I do have a video on how to obtain every single one of these pets. Pretty much they're all fairly easy, except there's one to 2 rare pets per thing. I say 1 to 2 because there's 2 in the crocodile section, but like 1 in every other type. And yeah, so for the most part, you can easily collect like 90% of them. Oh, I'm seeing that it says 24 out of 24 gems now. Huh. The Vitalist Mine. I was always missing Sapphire and Ruby prior to this update. And yeah, so there was like no way I could 100% the gems. And they're there now. I'm curious how many I have. I never sell them, so. Yeah, they're not there. I never collected them. Yeah, that is very weird. Inside, I was like, no, I have not collected Ruby and Sapphire. But they seem to just ignite it for you. Like, as if you have. I was like, looking at it, I was like, what is the Vitalist Mines? Like, the only thing I could think of was where Olaf starts. But yeah, very interesting. We shouldn't have 24 out of 24. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm not sure why they decided to just ignite that. And I guess it would be 20. We should be at 20 out of 24 because like Ruby and Shiny Ruby would be kind of together. Okay, so I went out to the mine and decided to check it out for myself. And afterwards, after doing this footage, I decided to just back up my info because I like to make sure that everything's completely accurate before I, put guides out there. And not that this is really a guide, but this is how you get the Ruby and the Sapphire. And I'm still not sure why they just kind of ignited that I had collected it when I clearly didn't. But this is not a new feature in the update. I really thought it was. But I guess it's just because, like, the first time you come to the mine here, which is really early into the game, you really have no reason to come back unless you want some of that Vitalist, but I still really haven't found a use for it, to be perfectly honest. At least not a use that I want to use it for. So I just never returned. But for those that have not collected a Ruby or a Sapphire, this is where it is. And according to my research, this is where it has been since basically the Halloween update. Yeah, October 2022 is like the date on all my research that I've looked up for this. So yeah, the update we got back in October brought this. So yeah, I did think it was very weird that they kept like Sapphire and Ruby in the gems section, but you couldn't collect it. But it's early access, so it was really easy to just overlook that. So yeah, the only time I ever really came into this mine was when I unlocked Scar, and you come in here for some of his story. So yeah, once you have Scar, then just come back after. Yeah. I do personally believe, though, that back then when I was doing Scar's storyline, it didn't exist because the first time I came in the mine, I cleared it like a few times, and I did it this time too. I'm just like that. I like to clear, the minerals more than once, get a couple of rounds out of them. And I never got no Ruby and Sapphire back then. So I do believe that, I do believe that it must have been like just after or something. Yeah, or it unlocks the Ruby and Sapphire access after you have Scar. You know, or maybe when you get them to 10. So this is how you get them. I wasn't lucky enough to get a shiny Sapphire. I tried. I've completely edited this to make it a lot shorter. But this original footage was 20 minutes. Within 5 minutes, I'd got in the Ruby, shiny Ruby, and Sapphire. But for whatever reason, I could not get the shiny Sapphire, and I had a time-sensitive thing I had to do in World of Warcraft, so I had to log out. Yeah, I only really had 20 minutes to try. So, yeah, the shiny Sapphire might be a little more on the rare side. Here I'll pull up my list here, and you can see that within 20 minutes, this is our results. And you can see that Ruby definitely was a lot more frequent than the Sapphire was. But yeah, so not a new feature, but I thought I'd add it in because I happen to know some other people that were like myself, thinking that it just didn't exist. So just thought I'd add it in because it's, an extra thing you can start doing if you didn't, know that it has been around for, at least a few months. The good part is I don't feel like too bad because October wasn't really too terribly far from now. Just 4 months roughly. But still, yeah, it goes to show that mine was pretty much like void after that storyline in my eyes. But now that I know, I'm gonna go in that mine like all the time. I did think it was, weird to not have gems in the mine. And that's how I felt back then, because I had returned briefly, and it was still just the Violet crystals and no, use at the time for those, so that's why I stopped. But yeah, so there's that. Just thought I'd, add that into our little edit here, continuing on with the video. In the editing, I'll put up the roadmap. So right now we're looking at the roadmap. You can see February, so that was this patch that I'm going over right now. And then April, you can see that there's a new realm that opens. And then they say, and more surprises. And then early summer, we should be getting Cinderella by the looks of it. Personally, I think that last one is October-ish, like we'll say between September to December. I think that's when the fourth one occurs. Now, this info comes from nowhere, so just keep in mind that I'm making a guess off of playing this pretty much from the beginning and, having experience in early access games. So I think that fourth one, the more to come in 2023, which will have multiplayer, more characters, realms, clothes and decorations. I think that's going to be between September to December. And I think that's when they complete the game and take it possibly out of early access. I think the remaining of the characters will be when they say characters, I think that means the rest they plan on doing, or at least for that moment. Because I always did suspect that when they brought multiplayer in, that would mean they are ready to fully complete the game and take it out of early access. Shall we go talk to Olaf and Mirabelle before we end?
I just love sunny days.
Oh, yeah? Do I have anything to give you? I don't need to give them anything, but... I do need to get some inventory in the storage boxes, though. I guess I already talked to him, so there's, I just want to really show you guys him. And there's Mirabelle's house. I put out these tables and chairs for her. She gave them to me when I completed the storyline. And, yeah. I still gotta put 2 more plates out. I bought them from Scrooge. I just haven't gone to my mail to get them. Hey, Mirabelle. Just checking in. Well, thank you. See if you have any, anything you want from me. Is that blue? No, that's blue merch. Nope. Yeah, your house looks not too bad. I love the beds. Yeah, I want to be able to purchase that bed style. The Scary Squirrel, I didn't realize right away that I got this as a pet. He comes from the Olaf quest line, and right off the bat, you get a quest to, like, go capture, you know, 4 of these squirrels outside of the cave there. And I believe once you hand that in, he becomes your pet because, like, I noticed after I'd done, like, a bunch of quests with him, but he's the same squirrel type. So, yeah, definitely after you've done that part of the quest chain, you know, he should be in your inventory. So, and then this one is the one I'm using right now, the Gentle Rabbit. And he comes from the Star Path, so he's pretty cute. Okay, guys, I am gonna vanish now, so I hope you enjoyed. Have fun playing the game and all that, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.